Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim World video. In today's video, I'm just checking I have my microphone on. We are doing one mic 1 to Abadare to Merthyr. I want to say that's Tydfil, but could be anything. But we're going from Radar to Cardiff Central back to Radar. Let's get started. Let's pop the DRA on. I feel like the signal's just gone green. Absolute waste, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk like that. TPWS, AWS on. TPWS. ESD back in the seat. Yeah, it's there. Let's unset the DRA. The right hand door's unlocked. Yeah, we are a 4-car service today, which is, well, depends on the service. If it was a 350, I'd say it's short, but considering it's 150s, it's a very long boy. But yes, we are calling at Danes Court, Fairwater, nope, Newnan Park, Cardiff Central, Cardiff Green Street, Cateys, Llandaff, oh, so it's like a loop service. A bit like you have the Glasgow Central to Glasgow Central loops. Like it's gonna come round that way and back up. Interesting. Because I was doing some collectible hunting earlier while watching Melbourne Train Guys stream. Shout out. He also has a Discord, make sure you join it. And I hadn't done any of the stations down here. So I was wondering if we'll do them today. Yeah, so we're there and then we come round. Nice. Right, let's get doors closed. Right, 20 miles an hour across the points. Let me set up the train. Am I not moving anywhere? No, I am moving. I can see it. Whack them on. Whack them on. Nice. Let's do a mandatory bit of housekeeping. Oh. At 1.3 miles to Danes Court. Just gently speeding up, no point rushing. I am not in a rush. Right, obviously we're 4 cars, so we're not going to get past the borders easy. Your post has 6 likes and 6 comments. That's my post about the Xbox sale. Thank you very much, everybody. But yeah, I believe the Xbox is still on if you're watching. The Xbox sale is still on if you're watching this before the 17th of December. Then the Xbox sale is still on. If you're watching this after, you only have to wait till, I think it was 12th of January last time, so yeah, you won't have to wait long. It might not be 12th of January again, it might be a little earlier than that, or a little later than that. I like how close to the houses this railway is, don't get me wrong. The people living there probably don't, but although I feel like this is all electric nowadays, so maybe they don't actually care still. Because, you know, it's nice electric and silent trains, whereas when you had sprinters at 5 o'clock in the morning doing this, it's probably quite tiring. But I suppose maybe those houses would be cheaper. I don't know. They'd probably be more expensive now in this country. Everything's out of order, just doesn't make sense. But yeah, speed limit of 55. Danes Court is just round the corner. These sprinters actually have quite nice brakes. Go on, let's get up to 55. I'm calling that 55. We'll put a bit of train brake 1 on. I reckon holding this will get us there. And we're just starting to head downhill now. alright, the brakes are still doing their thing. Right, that is the station, so let's put a bit more brakeage on. So, I mean, really good brakes on these sprinters. Yes, the collectibles on this route are Welsh cakes, love spoons, which is a bit of a bizarre one, but maybe it has to the culture of Wales, I'm not sure, so I'm not going to judge. Leeks, you have to prepare the leeks, as in the vegetable, I think it is. Yeah, it's not fruit, is it? No, of course it's not fruit, don't be a melon. That is a fruit. But, oh, what was I saying? I have no idea. Oh, the collectibles, yeah, and route maps. So you have route maps as well. Ticket machine working appears to be out of order. Toknanu. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what it translates to. These trains appear to be every half an hour. We've got a couple of minutes sat here. I would say should we go over nosy, but I feel like I've left it a bit late. Warning. Window may spring upwards unexpectedly. Keep hand on window when leaning out. Mad. Should we open this window and just hear the beans? I'll only do it for one stop because it'll probably be quite loud. Yeah, in this stream, I plan to do this run. I plan to do a Cardiff Bay run. There's a route map. And I plan to do a guard mode service. Ooh, just about on the platform. Was I at the S-card board? Not dead on, it looks like. No, I stopped quite short. Should have gone a bit longer. Or a bit closer to the marks. Right. Left door's closed, because obviously the guard would do that, so there's no closed door buttons in here. Because yeah, there's no closed doors or open doors in here, so the guard does it all. Come on, bit more beans. Bit more welly. Fair water in about 700 yards is the next stop. Wonder what's the stop after that. Unfair water. Braking, emergency, automatic standing. 3 automatic standing during wheel slip. WSP, manual standing available when wheel slip detected. Automatic standing when wheel slip control. Manual standing is available for approximately 10 seconds after wheel slip. I nearly went through the station. Oh my god, is this a teeny tiny platform? Stop! Oh no. I'm taking that. That's a banging stop. Forget it was on brake step 3. That was a terrific stop. Oh dear. I really don't like this. That train's so odd. I like everything else about it, apart from blurries and doors on the end of the platform. Well, I literally couldn't have gone any further forward. Maybe I could have overshot the train door. But told me to stop there, so I stopped there. Right, close doors. Do I do the TPWS spin-off? Let's get that closed. Next stop is Wongren Park in about 700 yards. These stations seem to be a little bit smaller than others. It's so picturesque at this time of year. I don't know why, but when compared to other routes and other trains, the 150s look quite small. Like they almost look like O-gauge, double O-gauge locomotives on O-gauge track almost. Well, that's my comparison anyway. A bit of braking on. I'm not doing this again, surely. As I say. No, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go a bit further down. Started a bit premature, I panicked. Yeah, I do apologise for not getting to my microphone in time for that. Am I all on the platform? Would appear so. It was good I shuffled down. I don't like this, I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of this go to opposite platform nonsense. Like, how hard would it have been to model that so you can go up there? Like, how hard? But instead they were too lazy to model that, so you have to walk here, press A, and it puts you here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, just one of them things. It's annoying. Honourable mention to Rivet Games, because as much... Oh dear. 1 second. Yes, honourable mention to Rivet Games, because as much as this is a Dovetail route and a Dovetail product, Rivet Games do a lot of the scenery on it. And one's voice is going. Right, get doors shut. I'm refusing to give in to driver-only operation on a 150. Should really press the buzzer before taking power, but oh well, we've done it now. Doesn't look like there's a stop for a fair bit. Neenan Park in 1.4 miles. I like how that's considered quite a bit. On the East Coast Main Line you don't stop for like 30 miles. "30 miles is actually quite long in Train Sim World on the East Coast Main Line, considering that's the biggest gap between stations we have in Train Sim World, at least for UK stuff anyway, I believe. As in, I mean a gap between stations with no intermediate stops, because yes. Oh, actually... No, because London, Milton Keynes, you obviously have all the stations in between, which is not what I mean. I mean, like, between stations, whether you stop at them or not. The biggest gap is on the East Coast Main Line, where it's 28 miles with no other stations, not even ones that you skip through. But yeah. The biggest gap between stations in the UK is the 43 miles between Lockerbie and Carstairs on the West Coast Main Line. I believe that's north of Carlisle, and I want to say it might even be in Scotland, but don't quote me on that. There we go. Just slowing it down a bit. We should see Canton Depot in a second. Good. Nice. Right, and here at Neenan Park. But yeah, they... oh, sorry. They've done the opposite platform thing here as well. Apologies if you can hear a hoover. It's annoying, I know. Right. Position light. Oh, I can see some 153s and possibly a couple of 150s in there too. Oh, and some 153s there. How did I not notice that until stopping? Must have been too concentrated on the stop. We're starting to run late now. Give the guard a bit of a sarcastic buzz, like, come on. There we go. Bit of an attitude-y buzz, you know what I mean? On the guard buzz. Cardiff Central is in 0.9 of a mile. Speed limit is 30, then drops down to 20. So we'll just hold it at 20. No point going any faster. Just a tiny amount of braking force needed. Tiny bit more as well. Yeah. Well, I am really liking it. I'm really glad I picked up this route. Melbourne train guy recommended it to me and it was on sale, so I thought, why not? I should just let Melbourne train guy manage my finances. It's a lot of trust having someone I know, but he's done a good job on this route, telling me to pick up this route, so I trust him with every other route I pick up. I shall take his advice. Oh, hang on, I've just realised my next signal is going to be rouge. I don't know what language that is, but I'm pretty sure it means red. Yes, one thing I said to Melbourne Train Guy in his stream is, if I zoom in on the map here, the 153s look really odd, because I just think it's a light loco 66, or something like that. I was going to say, let me make sure I've not gone for a red. Boing boing. Yeah, Cardiff Central is full. I'm going to be late. Oh, hang on, I've got 3 minutes sat outside. What have I done to be made to sit outside? All that 150 is going. That's good. Maybe I was blocking his points. Let's just take it a bit steadier up to the signal just in case it does change. 4-car 150 as well. I don't know if there's any 150 and 153 services on here. That's probably why we have a red signal. And you're supposed to stop about a carriage length from the signal. Which obviously, as you can see, I have so clearly done. The R8. That's going to go yellow about any second now. Yep, it's just gone yellow. Should probably put it in gear before taking the brakes off. Right, and then just cruise into Cardiff. Just to let that one get a little bit in front of us, and we have 3 minutes till we're due, 2.5 minutes till we're due in. Must have been a little bit more of an efficient driver than what they thought. Ooh, a couple of 153s. Nice. I do really like the 153. I think I prefer it, you know. Wonder if the 153s do any of the Cardiff Bay runs. Is there a 3 to 4 car board? I'm not seeing one. It looks like it's going to have me go to this S car board. Yeah, looks like it. We have an L, which I'm assuming is for Llandaff, maybe. Is it for Llandaff? Cates, Llandaff, Radar, yeah. We've only got 3 more stops after this. I'm thinking, where have they all gone? Are we not stopping at... No, we are stopping at Queen Street, so 4 more stops. I am mistaken, I do apologise. I hate the way my headphones do that. Let's pop the DRA on and get out the cab for a second. Come on. The lovely air of Cardiff. Beware of gap or low step level. Keep clear of the doors. Do not attempt to leave the train when the doors are closing. Do not obstruct the doors. Use alarm if the doors are obstructed. Where's the alarm? Is that the guard panel? Nice. We can definitely do a bit of that in a bit. Oh no. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I forget that the 150 has a bit of an awkward seat. Is it still as bad as what it used to be? No. Right, we can take that off because we're on a green. And I'm back in the cab now, so... But yeah, I had a bit of stand time here at Cardiff. I'm assuming just to let that one get out of our way. Imagine if he was late. Ugh. We'd have been dragged into it. Right, also, what is this? Oh, okay, I was going to say, what is holding this GSMR up? But it's this, and I'm assuming that's some sort of driver advisory system. Or DAS. I hope it's not going to do that all stream, because that will really piss me off. I think it's my controller. I don't think it's my headphones, but I don't really have the money for a new controller. Is that a 6-car 150? Or am I being thick? That might just be a 4-car. Boing boing. Unos, dos, tres, cuatro. So it's 4. Oh! HST. Oh no, it's not a H. Why am I in this train? Get out. There's a 166. I'm fairly certain either he's just gone for a red or his signal. Or he went past it and it went to a red. That's probably more likely. Right, hopefully it's going to flatten out as the gradient. I think it has flattened out a bit. There we go. On a flat grade. Give it a bit of rev. And the speed limit's gone to 15. Not to 15, to 25, sorry. I could probably do this bit hardless. Metro routes are probably amongst the easiest to learn, like your Cathcart Circle, your London Overground stuff. They're probably like amongst the easiest to learn. Couple of 153s there. That's a crew door only though, mate, so you shouldn't really be using that. But it's alright, because it was me that opened it, so... rules don't apply to me. Oh, off go the 153s. Got a couple minutes sat here. Flipping heck, all the noise. Cardiff Queen Street. Service formed of one coach. This is a service from Cardiff, Queen Street. Formed of how many coaches? 2 coaches, okay, so it's a 150. Or it could be a double 153, but it's a 150. I don't think I've seen anything else on it, to be fair. And we've still got the L for Llandaff. I think it's 2 stops after this. Cateys, no, 3 stops, Llandaff, Cateys and Rada. In the last 5 minutes, all we've really done is 2 stations. I feel like we ticked off that whole branch before Cardiff in the same amount of time it's taken us to get from Cardiff Central to Queen Street. And do all the waiting. Of course. Can't forget about the waiting. I'm not sure you're meant to be there, my friend. I like the echo on that. Sounds really loud. Right, that's 25. Bang, flipping heck. That's uncomfortable. I hope Transport for Wales haven't got a passenger comfort policy, otherwise we've just probably thrown it in the bin. We've said absolutely not, that's not happening. Right, we've got an uphill here, so I'm going to put a bit of, leave it in power 1, or acceleration 1 rather. Nyam. Right, we're coming into Cateys. We're a little bit early, but I don't see a point in speeding up. Just give it a quick rev. And we'll slowly come into Cateys. I bet the guy in here is still on his phone, debating whether to buy TSW4. Off goes that 150. Of course, if you wanted to change trainee, you'd have to do it bloody quickly. She's just about made it. Right, that is a 2-car board, so we ignore that. We are not a 2-car train. 3 to 4-car board, that's us. Put a bit of brake in. Probably overshot the mark just a little bit. I wish we had the window here, like on the Electro Star, so it's easy to see your stop board. That's actually not a terrible stop. Like, just off the marks. Like, that'd be fine. I mean, in real life, it probably wouldn't matter if you went to the end, to be honest, but... you know, we're trying to do things professionally here. Because, yeah, in an ideal world, that cab should probably be... out here. It's not even, is it? Because if... right, the first half of the first window's over the mark. Yeah, so it's not an even 2-coach length. They've measured it out to wrong. That's really annoyed me. I hope you guys can share my frustration, but it's not... I'm not saying it's anything on Dovetail or Rivet's part, but like this 3 to 4 marker, like there's not 2 coaches between the 2 and 3 and 4 coach marker like there should be. It's like 2 and a bit. But maybe that's for accuracy reasons, who knows. Right, full beans, off to Cardiff, 2.5 miles. Let's go. Let's speed along. GSMR has gone to sleep, which is nice, even though it wouldn't do that in real life, but that's a Train Sim World core issue from as long as I can remember. Probably like TSW original, that. Well no, because GSMRs wouldn't have been working, so from whenever GSMRs have been added. 45, and off we go, trying to do DSD. That was a bit of a longer hold. Hello, Mr. 150. Best viewers on streamboo.com. Fuck off. Sorry. Apologise for my language, but this isn't a family-friendly channel at the end of the day. Like, I do swear a lot, but without knowing I'm doing it, which is probably quite unhealthy, but it is what it is. There's a 55 just before Cardiff. I reckon next time I drive this way, I'm going to do it HUD-less. Flipping heck, look at the speed. Cool. We're tear-arsing down here. Is that another train? Looks it. Oh, it's a disused station. I didn't know they had any. I'm assuming that's what it is. Right, brake a bit earlier because normally you're not doing this amount of speed. Driven 15 miles in the 150. Because this is the first 150 I've ever had. You know, I never bought West Cornwall local, and with the amount of Xbox sale, I mean, it's possible actually, because it's normal older content that goes on sale. So never say never, but I don't see myself playing it that much. Bit of brake step 2. Probably should have broken more like a mile out than 0.6 of a mile out. Take the brakes off. Right, there's the S-car board. Release the brakes, put them back on. Neutral, doors open on the left-hand side. I like how the GSMR has a proper like punch sound to it. Sounds like you're actually pushing a button in. Oh look, I've collected the spin. I've obviously been down this way. Cardiff. I'd love to see more TFW routes. I'd love to see, is it the 197 TFW have, or is it the 196? It's one of those two I'd love to see it. Like a crew to Llandudno Junction. With that, and you could have the Avanti Voyager, the Avanti, you could add the 221, and then you could make a 221 cross-country DLC, as annoying as that would be. Considering that we already have a 220 XC DLC. Or just include it in the route, if cross-country run down that bit. Or you could include the Avanti 807. Because we will have the 805, you could layer that in maybe. Yeah, there's definitely potential. There's this is what frustrates me about this game, there's a lot of potential for it. And a lot of good DLC that could be made, but yeah, sometimes that potential is always sometimes missed. But in fairness, I think it would be unreasonable of us to expect perfection every single time. But their new winter surveys come out, so maybe that's a chance for us players to have our say. So I will fill in that survey at some point. Yeah, it does not feel like it's been 40 minutes since I took this service over. Since I've done the service, started the service. Well, I'm saying that it's a bit less orange in the sky. Right, this is going to be a yellow signal, so... DSD is going off, and there's a 150. It is really busy. I recommend this route. I was nervous about it, because I'm not a fan of the 158 in game. I'm just not. Maybe I'd be more of a fan on it on a route where there's not a HST, because the only route I have that you can drive the 158 on also has the HST on it, which is the Midland Main Line. Maybe if there wasn't a HST, I'd drive it more. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the 158 in comparison to the HST. I don't mind guarding the 158, however. Red signal up here. So we need to go a little bit longer down the platform. There's our 3 to 4 car marker. And stopping for radar. Probably a bit short on the marks there. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Oh, if you have, be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye for now.
La 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 la